welcome to episode 3 of the Away Team Sports Recruiting Assist of the Day. I'm going to talk about a topic that I know is going to, probably not be the most popular, or probably the one that most student athletes decide that they're going to click, hey, I'm going to skip this one, I'm going to go to the next episode, but vitally important, remembering that the student comes first and student athlete. I think that it's not just cliche, it's not just something that's said, it's not just something that we preach from a standpoint of coaches and parents, but vitally important in really opening up the doors and making sure that you have all the options and opportunities to be successful in the grand scheme of things. And the reason why I want to touch on this topic is over the last couple months, I've had quite a few, and probably more this year than ever before, quite a few college coaches reach out to me about players. And the first question that they ask, and this is normal. It's normal pretty much every coach, always the first question they ask is about how are they as an academic student. Do they do their work on time? Where's their GPA? Are they going to be a qualifier, ACT, SAT, etc.? I always get that question. But this time, this year it seems like I've gotten more of we need him to be at X, right? Whether that be 2.8, whether that be 3.0, I'm not hearing that 2.3, right? I'm not hearing that bare minimum. That number is very rarely being thrown at me. I have college coaches calling me and saying, hey, we need this kid to be a 3.0 in order to get him in, or our school, they're requiring 2.8. Can he meet that threshold? And it's tough when you have to, on the other end of that phone, say, coach, I'm sorry, he doesn't have that, right? Because that could be the right fit for that student athlete. And we talked about finding the right fit, right? So it could be, the perfect coaching style. It could be the perfect environment. It could be in the perfect location, in the perfect conference. All of those things can align. And because that student athlete didn't do the work on the academic side of things, now that opportunity no longer exists. So I think it's vitally important that you're putting just as much time and effort into the academic side that you are into not only your skill development, but in the recruiting side, right? I see all the time on Twitter guys posting, blessed to receive an offer. I don't very often see blessed to receive an A+, right? Or, blessed to receive a 95% on yesterday's geometry quiz. Those are things that are important. Those are the things that are the difference makers. And honestly, it makes it a lot easier for me to help you get recruited. If I have a student athlete that has stellar grades, I can help them find somewhere. Regardless of level of play, there's going to be a fit for them somewhere. There's going to be an opportunity for them to earn some sort of scholarship money, whether it be academic, whether it be grants, whether it be, whatever the case may be. It's just a much better portfolio and a much better presentation to be able to go to a coach and say, not only do you have to not worry about his level of play or his work ethic or, his character, but you also don't have to stress about whether or not he's going to show up in the classroom. You don't have to worry about whether or not he's going to be eligible. You don't have to worry about, what's going to happen between now and graduation. If he's already a French guy and you offer this kid and you're committed to him and that's the guy you want, and something happens and he doesn't pass or he doesn't, get cleared through the eligibility center, now you're scrambling in the 12th hour. So, I think it's vitally important that our student athletes remember what this is all about. Right? This is about earning your education and utilizing the game and the sport that you love as an avenue to earn that education. And ideally, what I tell all my guys is to earn that education and not have to pay for it, right? To be able to walk out of college debt free. And if you do this thing right, if you focus and really, really push yourself, you have an opportunity to walk away with a master's in some cases. You have an opportunity to not only play at a great institution or play in a great program, you have an opportunity to earn an education there's some prestigious universities out here that can set you up for success in the rest of your life. To me, your college choice is not a 4-year decision, it's a 40-year decision. It's going to set you up for success over the next 40 years of your life. So you don't want to limit that straight out the gate by not handling your business academically. Now, I'm going to touch on something with that because not everybody's a straight A student, and I don't expect that of you, and I'm not shaming anybody that has a hard time being successful in the classroom. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is if you show up and you ask questions and you communicate with your teachers and you show that effort, they're gonna have a hard time failing you. That's just my experience. I have not seen too many teachers that look at somebody that shows up on time every day, is attentive in class, turns in his homework on time all the time. They're not failing you. They're not. So at that point, it's about, okay, what resources can you achieve? Can you get to achieve a higher grade in that course? Whether it be a tutor, whether it be additional one-on-one time with your teacher. But those things come from you as the student athlete. That's on you to identify what help and what resources you need. And then from there, be able to communicate that to your parents, be able to communicate that to your coaches. And from the other side of the coin, coaches that are watching this, that's something that, I know we get wrapped up in wins and losses. And I understand that. That's where the pressure's at, right? Everybody wants to see that winning record. But coming back from break, these kids should be coming back from break here, this week from their Christmas break. Sit down with everybody. Talk to them about what the expectations are for them academically in this second semester. How they're going to be successful, not just on the court, if they're basketball players, or as you're getting ready for spring, for the baseball and track athletes and softball athletes. Not only talking about what our goals and expectations are on the athletic side, but talking about what our goals are on the academic side, number one, and number two, what are we going to do to achieve those goals? So it's not enough just to have a goal and say, okay, hey, I want to get a 3.0 or a 3.5 or a 4.0. If there's no action items and steps that lead to that success, then that goal is nothing but a dream. We need to have, a step-by-step, okay, hey, last semester I had a 2.6. This semester I want to be at a 3.2. That's going to take, an extra hour a week of study hall, or that's going to take, me getting a tutor. Hey, coach, can you help me find a tutor? I'm struggling in English, or I'm struggling in history. Whatever the case may be, we've got to figure that out. And I think that that's important on both ends. Coaches, student athletes, parents, have that conversation, have that discussion. Let's not have the second semester be a repeat of what happened in the first semester. Or if you crushed it first semester, let's make sure that you continue to crush it the second semester. There's no slowing down, right? All gas, no brakes. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch or listen to this, and we're going to continue to give you the tools necessary for you to be the best version of yourself. All right, guys, take it easy.